Hey friends, Sean from SGT Report.tv and SGTReport.com here. In light of the attempted theft of the U.S. presidential election by the mainstream media and Democrats, it has become very clear why YouTube purged dozens and dozens of politically conservative YouTube channels on October 15th. YouTube doesn't want the facts about this Banana Republic-style election getting out. Even worse, the mainstream media gatekeepers, including Fox News' Bret Baier, refuse to call what we are seeing in cities like Detroit and Philadelphia what it is: overt and obvious criminal election fraud.
We're being told by these reports that a judge has stopped the count in Philadelphia to hear the sides in this case. Again, if this is accurate, we're going to get Brian Yennis to see what he knows on the ground in Philadelphia. It would mean that the Democrats there are saying you cannot have the Republican observers in watching the count in Philadelphia. We've been talking about the two sides. We've been talking about the two sides about the cases on transparency and having access to see the count happening, and then the cases that actually allege fraud. This is about just watching the count happen.
So now you've got what could potentially be, if this turns out to be the case, the president says stop the count. Now you've got Democrats in Pennsylvania saying stop the count. But the reason the Democrats are saying it, according to this report, is that they do not want Pam Bondi and the others who we saw this morning to come in and be able to stand 6 feet from where the counting is happening. That is apparently
the Democrats want the count to continue. They just don't want the Republicans in the room.
Correct, but they want to stop the count in order to establish that, in order to remove them.
There's only one reason to count votes in secret. One reason: to stack the deck, to steal the election. That's it. Report the truth, Brett. Despite massive vote dumps at 4 a.m. in Wisconsin and Michigan on the night of the election, the mainstream media continues to claim there's no evidence of vote fraud. A batch of 23,277 votes in Philadelphia, 100% of which were for Joe Biden, and they won't report on it. Democrats in Detroit and Pennsylvania counting votes in secret while preventing any Republican oversight of their counting, and Fox News will not call it for what it is: total 100% criminal election fraud.
The Democrats want the count to continue. They just don't want the Republicans in the room.
Correct, but they want to stop the count in order to establish that, in order to remove them.
My name is Brian McCaffrey. I'm a registered Democrat in the city of Philadelphia. Today, I'm at the Philadelphia Convention Center, and I am overseeing the ballot counters. I will let you know the corruption that is going on here. They will not allow us within 30 to 100 feet to supervise the ballots being counted. This is a coup against the President of the United States of America, and I want to call out the Mayor of Philadelphia, James Kenney, the Attorney General, Josh Shapiro, who tweeted that there's no way Donald Trump can win President of the United States of America, and also the District Attorney of Philadelphia, Larry Krasner. I can't believe what I'm seeing right before my eyes. This has nothing to do with Joe Biden or Donald Trump. This has to do with our democracy, and I will tell you, there is corruption at the highest level in the city of Philadelphia.
But hold the line, patriots. Steve Bannon, love him or loathe him, sums up where we are right now succinctly.
Votes that matter are certifiable, verifiable, legal votes that were voted on the 3rd of November, the year of our Lord, 2020. And remember, we control every part of the apparatus. The Constitution, our beloved Constitution, has it set up. This thing's all structured. So trust the process. Just take a deep breath. We're in federal court right now. We're in federal court. Rudy's got lawsuits going. Sidney Powell's on watch. You got Rick Grinnell out in Nevada filed a suit today. You got Dave Bossie out in Arizona. We got the killers. The killers are all on the ramparts. Okay, we got this.
This epic, gargantuan, obvious election fraud will not stand. In Philadelphia, the Trump campaign, by court order, has been granted full access to the vote counting centers in that Democrat-controlled city, and according to Matt Couch, are inside those centers now. But guess what? The criminal Democrats are openly trying to defy that court order.
You guys had 8 attorneys. I think it was 8 attorneys enter your appearance on this. I don't understand why 8 attorneys need to evaluate this order. I did it all by myself. It says that no later than 10:30 today, You're to follow the election code, and my people, my clients, representatives, are to be within 6 feet of the process.
We have read the order, and we are complying with the order, and we will discuss it with you in a bit.
The compliance is 6 feet.
What would non-compliance look like compared to this? So we can try and
If ever there was an opportunity to reveal the criminal Democrats and their criminal party to the entire world for who they are, this is it. And my last guest, Jeffrey Peterson, summed up exactly what the hopeless, crooked Democrats have been doing as they are now operating like the Mexican PRI, backfilling votes for Biden and burning ballots for Trump.
Mexican PRI halts elections that they're not winning, and they backfill them with votes, and they burn ballots for the candidates that they don't want to win. These are classic PRI tactics that you're seeing being used here in an American election.
Oh, Trump. You gotta do what you gotta do. Fuck Trump. I've got around 80.
The criminal activities of the D Party and their Democrat poll workers is easily provable. The evidence is everywhere. Why won't Fox News just show you this? James Woods is the news now.
A provisional envelope. Why? Where is it going? Not in the tabulator. It's going in that envelope, right? We have how many days? 6. So what is the Department of Elections going to do with it? Destroy it.
Kick out the poll challengers. It's what we've been seeing in Detroit, in Philadelphia specifically. Surely it's been going on elsewhere as well. Why won't Fox News address this clear-cut treachery? I'll leave you with this, friends, an update from Pennsylvania as we speak. The criminal Democrats defying court orders to allow for fair counting.
Hey everyone, we wanted to give you an update. They are still not in compliance. Our votes are being suppressed. We cannot count the votes properly. What's happening is they have moved the barrier up to 6 feet, but they took away the ballot machines that were in the front row and moved them to the back of the building. It's unbelievable what they're trying to do to our votes that have been legally cast. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, your legal votes must be tabulated, and they're not doing that. They will not let us see anything. They're trying to drown us out now where we can't be heard. We're not going away. And now we're going to take further remedy to fix this. There's a woman who was in there that Corey's going to talk to you about who represented the city with your tax dollars, and he's going to tell you what she's doing. But we are not going to stand for this. We're not going anywhere. They are defying a court order by a judge, and this is not the last of this.
Listen, guys, your taxpayer money here in the city of Philadelphia is going to a private attorney by the name of Michelle Hangley. And what she said was she would determine if the court order was valid or not. And I'll be happy to release the video of her. They have 8 attorneys fighting us to see these ballots inside. The court order is in effect. They will not give us access, and the sheriff has decided not to come down here to enforce that court order. The sheriff of your county will not come down and enforce a court order. What is going on in this city? What are you hiding? Open up the doors, let us in, let us 6 feet away so that we can have a free and fair election. Whether you voted for Donald Trump or you voted for Joe Biden, everybody has a right to witness what's transpiring here. This makes it look like a kangaroo court. We deserve better, and we're not leaving till we witness every single vote that transpires in here.
Hold the line, keep the faith, There's power in prayer. We will win this. Thanks for listening, and for real news 24/7, visit us at sgtreport.com and become a member at sgtreport.tv, where you'll get all of the exclusives. Thanks for watching. God bless.